medicine.
Okay, so this is Steven's line.
Next episode, welcome back to Film Club.
Oh yeah. I said we started. Anyways.
Product endorsement.
I mean,
It's not a product.
it's a
Trash.
trash product.
Yikes.
Never. Oh, anyways. This is Steven's line. Pretty much, Eric, can you introduce the plot?
Yeah, I guess I'll start talking about it, but we can kind of hand it off to people. So it starts there in the middle of what appears to be a desert. There's a pillar, and it collapses, and you see Garnet on top of the hill of sand that the pillar collapsed into, and Steven's complaining that he's like dying for water, that he needs water to survive. And Pearl is there, and you hear Pearl saying, you know, it'd be a lot easier if you just started walking and you weren't crawling on the sand, but he's saying that, no, that's how you have to be in the desert. You kind of just have to be dying, crawling on the sand. That's the only way to go through the desert. And they... Did they hear the growl first before they leave him? Yeah. Right?
Yeah, they do.
Stephen hears a growl in the distance, and he asks what it is. They kind of disregard it, don't they? They kind of say it's nothing, that nothing can happen to you, right?
Wet one.
It's
Garnet? Wet one is what Garnet calls him.
Oh, I thought you were saying like they were calling the thing a wet one.
No.
I was like, what is a wet one? But yeah, she calls Stephen a wet one because he's sweating, like dripping. They say that they're going to go explore the temple and then they're going to leave him out there and that he's going to be out there and nothing bad can happen to him. So they're exploring the temple. He is out there alone. He's sitting next to a pillar. He starts to pull his shirt over his head so that way he can like cool off and air it out. And while the shirt is pulled over his head, he kind of hears like this growl. So he slowly pulls it down, and there in front of him is
A cat. A very large.
a lion.
Pink
Pink
cat.
lion.
Pink line.
A pink lion.
I'm pretty sure it was a pink cat. It's the name of the episode, Steven's cat.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Fine.
So no, we're done with that.
Are we though?
Cat fingers is over.
I think that's the cat right there. Yeah. It's here with us today. We actually brought it in.
Yeah. Michael, you want to show it to the
Yeah.
camera?
Just toss it over.
Oh God! Couldn't break its other leg.
It doesn't matter. It's missing a leg. That's its face. This is basically Steven's cat. This is Steven's
Pretty much
lion.
the exact replica of Steven's lion.
Except maybe like not.
No, it's not. It's not pink, you know, but it pretty much looks the same.
It's also not a lion.
Pretty sure it's a lion. Has a tail. Has 3 legs, just like every lion.
That's Steven's lion. Lion. I don't know why I said it like that.
Lion though. Oh God. Why? Sorry, I'm missing fun times. Oh, anyways.
You haven't even gotten to that part of the story.
I know. Okay, I know. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys seen the episode. If you watch them after you see the episode, or you just been introduced.
Okay, anyways.
I'm sorry.
He is scared of the lion at first because, you know, that's the typical response. Anyone would be scared of a big lion. You assume it's going to attack you. So he runs away from it, but he gets pinned up against a wall that rises out of the sand. And...
No.
What are we doing? What is this? Is this a thing? You're not doing it right, Steven.
I'm not doing this at all. I'm trying to avoid David's foot.
Why? It's just a foot.
I mean, I guess, right? Just breaks.
Anyways, he's terrified of the lion, but the lion shows no alarm, and the lion collapses onto the sand, just kind of lays there. And he's talking to the lion, climbing up on top of the lion just kind of rolls over as he climbs on top, he falls off again.
And the lion puts his paw on him. It's pretty adorable. He's like, "We're now best friends."
Yeah. Basically just, I don't know, being Steven.
And then the trio come back. Garnet has his Pearl, and he's like,
"Quick, put my head in your mouth."
Yeah, it has the lion.
and he's trying to put, and they like freak out, of course. But he doesn't successfully put his head in the mouth. He's just like,
Yeah, he was
he's
just
just
sitting
opening
there
it.
like holding his mouth open.
and then pretty much Garnet and his Pearl freak out at first, and then they're like, "Oh my God!" And Steven's like, he makes the lion say, "I love you," and then like Amethyst is like, oh my god, I love you too. That was pretty cute. But then they go back and he's making it all dramatic. He's like putting his his finger to like the lion's lip. He's like, shh, don't make this harder than it has to be.
Yeah.
The lion doesn't say anything.
Like,
At all.
The entire time.
like
Yeah.
Mori made like surprised face. He's like, why are you touching me?
Yeah. So they return home, and the 3 gems after they got out of the temple, they returned with the
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 pillow.
gem.
Yeah. Oh, did we
Desert
say what was
class.
happening?
No.
Okay, so what was happening is they're in the desert trying to get
no, I
this.
said they were in the temple. They went to the temple that left them alone.
No, but I mean, what the gem was doing, they're looking for a gem.
They,
In the
well, you
desert.
didn't know what was happening at the
Yeah.
beginning of the episode, did you? You didn't know that the gem itself was creating stuff.
Yeah, they said they're like, make sure it doesn't touch the sand again when they're leaving.
Yeah, not till they were leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they knew Pearl was like, the gem is making stairs
Oh.
without
Right.
leading nowhere, columns without a roof, because she's really OCD. And anyways, where's I going with this? Oh, and they build a pillow fort, Amethyst and Steven. And we find out that gems don't have to sleep, apparently. And Amethyst does it for fun, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, because it feels good. Even if you don't need sleep, sleep feels good.
Yes.
Labels.
Yeah, we can't have products. What you get
The
sick.
arrowhead.
You'll get sick. Wow, you can't say that either.
Yikes. They're gonna have to take down
You
the
have
whole
to edit
video.
that.
Oh god.
Yeah, if you want to
YouTube
make,
strike.
if you want to make money, yeah. I already have like 2.5
Wow.
strikes. That's from like 2 years ago.
That's-
Anyway,
That's how you know you made it on YouTube once you get a strike. Anyways, ignoring all that.
They were building the pillow fort. Amethyst is sleeping. Steven wakes up and he hears scratching on the door. He asks Amethyst what it is, and Amethyst just kind of shrugs it off and tells him it's just his mouth. That's the only thing she hears is him making noise.
and she's like, "Be quiet."
Yeah. So Steven gets up and explores. He goes to the
And
front
he acts
door.
like an old man. He's like, oh, these darn kids. He's trying to sell me life insurance again. And it's lying. And pretty much, you know what happens, David, is he goes and tries to play with the lion. He tries to do like, he tries to jump off the cliff. While the lion's on the bottom, try to get the lion to catch him, and the lion just doesn't even care. Like, and Steven accidentally falls.
Yeah, he falls and he just kind of goes.
And he's like,
Right on his face.
and then he tries to play fetch with the lion next, and he throws a tennis ball, and he's like, that was a perfect throw. And I like landed in front of lion. Lion didn't. He looked a little pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm not. I don't know. I'm still pissed. And next they went to the pizzeria because he's a cat, so he must love
Fish.
fish.
Because
And
it's the
everybody-
fish stew pizza.
And everybody loves pizza, so he must love fish pizza.
That was a line straight from the show. You can't do that.
Oh shit.
Excuse me?
Edit that out, right?
Oh no.
Anyways.
No editing.
Oh god, why?
Straight content.
So they go into there, and next you're introduced to Ronaldo, which he has a blog. That's pretty much all we know about him.
Yeah.
And
And then he
Onion,
works at the fireplace.
Onion's like this really creepy kid, pretty much. He doesn't say anything. He hasn't said anything yet.
Yeah.
So in the first episode we saw him. He was they were in a bubble, and he was just kind of eating popcorn, watching them creepily. And
Well, he wasn't watching them creepily. He was just watching them struggle and wasn't.
well, that's pretty creepy. Like eating popcorn, watching people struggle. And then he shoots a
That's
harpoon
normal.
gun at him without even questioning it.
It's a normal Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Watching you struggle.
Anyways, so we're also introduced to Kiki, and I think that's it. Yeah.
No, Kiki and the other girl.
Gosh, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's I feel like the sea. It was really weird. It sounded like it was really weird.
And
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
We're introduced to 2 other people. Kiki and whoever. Is that her sister or is that her mom?
No, it's her sister.
There you go.
Kiki and Steven's telling him, I want an extra large fish pizza, extra fishy. And pretty much she's like, oh wow. I love Ronaldo's reaction. He's like, yeah, I'm beating for 2. And then Ronaldo just spits all over his computer, and he's like, "Steven, you're pregnant?"
Yeah. And then Steven's just like, no, what is this? I have a friend. I'm here with
He's
a
like,
friend.
"I'm here with my line." I don't remember exactly what he said, but anyway, he's trying to show off his line. He's like, "Look."
Like
And-
inside,
Ronaldo goes outside. It's pretty hilarious. Hey, you want to say what it is?
what he's like about.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldo. Like,
Yeah, goes outside and he's like, wow, it's like it's an invisible lion. That's so sick, or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said that, and it was pretty hilarious. Like he's like, "Wow, this is really cool," and it's like you think he takes all the line, but no, it's like it's invisible. And Steven's like, "No, it's pink," and he's like, "How could it be invisible and pink?" Um, anyway, so they go. They don't believe him. I really love. He's like, okay, so what I was saying earlier, Kiki's like, so you were lying when he was asking like about the lion. When Steven was describing the lion, she's like, "Oh, it's outside." And then she's like, "Oh, you were lying the entire time." And she's like, "Sorry for using the same pun twice."
Yeah. It's,
And then Onion's reaction was like really intense and funny. It was like mad. Like,
you could probably do the face. You look like you could pull off an onion.
I think David, he looks exactly like him.
I don't
Little white face, little hair.
Me? Yeah.
You want to do his face? Onion's
Oh, when he was like.
yeah, all pissed. Like he
What did, wait, what did he say?
You didn't say anything. You just-
No, Steven.
He's like, "You believe me, right, Onion?"
You're just like.
Like, oh god, angriest. And after that, the lion is at the door scratching again. He breaks down the door,
Oh yeah, there's inside.
and then Amethyst is still sleeping, and he does like this sonic roar, and Amethyst gets like pushed back.
He's
And
like,
she's like,
keep it down.
"Keep it down, Steven."
Yeah.
And